Good morning, everyone. Myself, Bhavya, and my team members are Harshita, Madhuri, and Ashwita. Today, we are going to discuss from environment science, and our project title is aquaculture. Now, let's discuss about aquaculture. Commonly, aquaculture is also known as aquafarming. It is the farming of fish, crustaceans, mollusks, and other organisms. Aquaculture involves cultivating freshwater and saltwater population under controlled conditions. It was developed a few thousand years ago in China. It supplies over 20% of all seafood harvested. Need for aquaculture. Since overfishing of our oceans and other natural resources is continuously increasing year over year, the breeding population becomes too depleted to recover. So human needs alternate sources for seafood to feed planet's ever-growing population. The ocean cannot naturally provide the demand for seafood in such an enormous amount, and that's where aquaculture comes into play. This graph relates between the major cultivated fish and its production and its percentages. Importance of aquaculture. It serves for different purposes. For example, food production, restoration of threatened species, wild stock population enhancement, and habitat restoration.
Now let's move on to the environmental impacts of aquaculture. This includes the loss of natural habitat like mangroves in the coastal areas and the loss of genetic diversity like broodstock. The most common negative environmental impact includes water eutrophication, water quality, alteration or destruction of natural habitats, introduction and transmission of aquatic animal disease. Aquaculture needs an enabling policy environment in order to grow in a sustainable manner and to be integrated into the coastal zone. In my opinion, only an integrated and multitask vision can improve the aquaculture industry. This should not threaten the sustained delivery of these to society. Feeding fish with fish. Wild caught, wild caught fish is used to feed aquaculture and farming carnivores. The below table represents the protein and the feed conversion ratio.
Sustainability of aquaculture. Environmental sustainability. Aquaculture should not create significant disruption to the ecosystem or cause the loss of biodiversity or sustainable pollution impact. Economic sustainability. Aquaculture must be a variable business with good long-term prospects. Social and community sustainability. Aquaculture must be socially responsible and contribute to community well-being. Grow vegetarian fish and feed vegetarian fish. Closed loop or circulating system. Water needs outfall pollution. Increases cost with expensive and complex filtration systems. Avoid overstocking. Minimize antibiotic use. Sell and buy locally. Reduce transportation footprint. Stock native species. Temperature requirements. What can you do? Make ocean friendly seafood choices. Make unsuitable seafood in the grocery store or restaurants. Try to eat locally grown seafoods regionally. Importance. There is a growing demand for aquaculture. Biotechnology can help this demand through transgenic fish based on the type of cultural organism. Fish culture, crustaceous farming, mollusk farming, seafood farming, live feed culture, algae culture based on the region or geographical feature. Warm water, cold water, subtropical and heated water aquaculture based on the people involved. Low level or marginal aquaculture, corporate or entrepreneurial farming. Trends of aquaculture seen in India. Regarding fish body aquaculture, there are three types: algae or spirulina, crustaceous, ornamental fish farming. Regarding saltwater aquaculture, live food, shrimps and crabs. Fish breeding. A breeding of aquatic species becomes easier and more aquatic species become domesticated. Genetically differentiated strains will undoubtedly increase and aquaculture development will be faced with the problem of how to best to manage and promote the new diversity. These are the types: domestic GH treated, domestic control, wild GH treated and wild control.
Now let's see the opportunities in aquaculture. pharmaceuticals, enzymes, biomolecular materials, biomonitors, biopesticides, biomass for energy production, bioremediation, bioprocessing, improving health and well-being, conserving genetic resources, and biodiversity. Now let's see the limitations for the production of aquaculture. Transgenic fish of various species of salmon, tilapia, channel, catfish and other are being investigated worldwide. Transgenic fish has not been approved for producing food. These are the disadvantages of aquaculture. More resistant to toxins, natural breeds are under threat, genetically modified fish have a greater ability to compete and are better at converting food, hence wild varieties escape. Unexpected results are acquired during transgenic animals experiments. Animals are often deformed and diseased. Clone species lack diversity. This is the conclusion. Aquaculture has shown resilience to various economic crises in the last decade. Aquaculture is the short duration of crop assuming quick return on investment. Harvesting of fishes can be planned according to market demands for fetching better prices. Available information indicate contribution of aquaculture to food security, nutrition and employment opportunities is on increase. Long-term sustainability of aquaculture, economic, social and environmental and contribution to food security depends on commitment of governments and good governance. Now let's see the simple fish anatomy. Thank you.